Wait a second. Hold on. For some reason, it's not going anymore. Auto stop. Stop streaming. Do you see me yet? No. You can see the field? Okay, so hold on. See me? Okay. All right, that's the field. So you can see me. I'm streaming then, right? Well, no. You see the field, right? You just saw me. You just saw me, right? You just saw me real quick? Okay. Take me. I'm ready. Ready? Okay. Okay. All right, welcome back to Flagstaff, Arizona, the walk-up Sky Dome. Utah Tech getting the win, 50-35. 50-36 is the final. It was a 35-point game with 6 minutes left, but then, just some weird things happened as Utah Tech couldn't recover 2 onside kicks, and Northern Arizona went down and scored 21 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. But Utah Tech gets the win. Kobe Tracy over 300 yards passing. Utah Tech, after giving up 400 yards rushing against Montana State and over 200 against Montana, only about 180 yards rushing today for Northern Arizona. So 5 takeaways by the Utah Tech defense, and they are our player of the game. And they scored points off all the turnovers. And 2 of those turnovers led directly to touchdowns. You had Sam Konanata'a with a 55-yard pick six, and then Amari Duncan with a 7-yard scoop and score. So we're going to give our Hurst Ace Hardware player of the game to the defense of Utah Tech. 5 takeaways, and they scored on after all of those turnovers. Hurst Ace Hardware, find a variety of products and prices that please you in the heart of St. George and Cedar City. So the playmaker of the game, the Appliance Wholesalers Plus playmaker of the game, has to go to kicker Connor Brooksby. He had 5 field goals, and the 5 field goals in one game is a single game school record. But in the first half, he hit a 22-yard field goal. And with that first field goal out of the 5, he became Utah Tech's all-time leading scorer. So Connor Brooksby is our playmaker player of the game. A whole Appliance Wholesalers Plus playmaker play of the game. Shop local and see the local boys at AWP, the playmakers in the appliance business across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. So Brooksby with a career night. Over 300 yards passing for Kobe Tracy. First rushing touchdown for Ronnie Walker Jr. As a trailblazer. Javian Lofton took an interception in the end zone away and ripped it away from the defender for a touchdown. Then Michael Moulton with a 60-yard pass and catch down the seam, down the middle, and he took it in for a touchdown. So some big chunk of yardage plays for Utah Tech, and they had built up a big lead, and then by virtue of a couple of onside kicks they couldn't recover, Northern Arizona came back and cut the lead to 50-36 with 21 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. All right, we're going to take a break. Hopefully Coach Paul Peterson will be up here. He's going to be a lot happier than he was the last couple of weeks. But that's when the Johnson Pediatrics postgame show comes back with head coach Paul Peterson.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash. Simply tap, swipe, or click checkout with any Mountain America debit or credit card to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500, now until September 30th. Visit macu.com/anycard to learn how to earn extra entries or to open a new account today.
Discover the challenge your soul has been seeking, where the lure of triumph rings through time and space, where limits are transformed, champions are crowned, and legends are made. The land of endurance is calling. Rise to it.
At Finley Hyundai, we're dedicated to serving our community with the highest quality sales, service, and financing assistance for all of your Hyundai needs. We understand that the car buying process can be stressful, which is why we strive to make it as hassle-free as possible for every customer. Whether you're seeking upfront price transparency or looking to upgrade to a new Hyundai with warranty coverage, our team is here to help. Come visit us today and discover why Finley Hyundai is the best choice for your automotive needs.
With 12,000 trailblazers enrolled every year, Utah Tech University is a force to be reckoned with. That's a lot of people looking for a place to live. SouthernUtahRealEstate.com has got you covered, featuring thousands of listings for both buyers and renters. It is the most complete, most accurate, and most comprehensive property search in Washington County. With SouthernUtahRealEstate.com, everybody wins. Find your home at SouthernUtahRealEstate.com.
Rockwell Watches presents the Monster Truck Militia Tour at Butterfield Park in Harriman for 2 monster-sized shows. September 16th, 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Metal ripping, high-flying, Monster Truck Madness. Come see your favorite monster trucks live, like Jurassic Attack, up close and personal. Get tickets online at MonsterTruckMilitia.com or at any Jiffy Lube location. Seats start at just $15. Fun for the whole family. Come early for the pit party. Get autographs and ride in a real live monster truck. Visit MonsterTruckMilitia.com.
And welcome back to the Johnson Pediatric postgame show here in Flagstaff, Arizona. The Walkup Sky Dome, it's empty now, but it was rocking and rolling for the Utah Tech Trailblazers. They get the win 50-36. They had a 35-point lead with 6 minutes left, but a couple onside kicks that they couldn't recover. And the Lumberjacks put up 21 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to cut it down to a 14-point win. But a win is a win is a win. The first win of the season for Utah Tech. And Coach Peterson and the entire coaching staff, they wanted better play out of the quarterback. Boone Abbott started the first couple of games, struggled last game against Montana. So Kobe Tracy got the start, and man, did he show up. 19 of 32, 318 yards, couple touchdowns, no interceptions. But you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line. He was only sacked once and really wasn't pressured the entire game. So big shout out to the offensive line doing a great job. Ronnie Walker Jr. had nearly 50 yards running the ball. Chris Street had a couple of good long runs in the fourth quarter, and the one to ice it on a 3rd and 6. He got 10 yards on the run to finish it off. But defense really the story in this one. After Utah Tech went 3 plays and 75 yards, and one of the long play to Ricky Johnson, they were able to cash it in for a touchdown with Ronnie Walker Jr. And then the defense took over. Sam Konanata'a, a 55-yard interception return for a touchdown. Then the next series, the next play, they muffed the snap on the with the quarterback, and Amari Duncan scooped it up, and he went in 7 yards for the touchdown. So on back-to-back plays, defensive touchdowns, and that really broke the game open. And then a couple of big chunk plays, a 60-yard pass connection from Kobe Tracy to Michael Moten. Got him on the board again in the second half. And then Utah Tech, even though they couldn't recover 2 onside kicks in a row, they were able to hang on for the 14-point win. Road win, big win. They only head to Springfield, Missouri next week, and they'll take on Missouri State next week. Kickoff at 1 o'clock. Pregame, noon, Mountain Time. All right, Coach. Take your mic, my friend. A little happier post-game situation here.
That was fun, man. Fun game.
So you wanted to accomplish a couple things. First of all, quarterback play. Man, did Kobe Tracy really come on. But he wasn't pressured really the entire game. That offensive line gave him a lot of time.
They did a really good job up front. You know what? Again, seeing a defense that we weren't planning on seeing. Brought some different coverages But Kobe did a really good job of seeing the defense and making some good throws. I'm proud of him. That was fun for our team to see.
2 touchdowns, over 300 yards, no interceptions. That's the big
Awesome.
one.
Huge, right? We took care of the ball. We forced a ton of turnovers on defense, which is so fun, and we fed off those. And we kicked too many field goals. I love Connor Brooksby. Shout out to him. Really, 5 for 5 field goals. But
That's a single game record.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, we want to score touchdowns, though.
Yeah.
So, but that was fun.
Well, you had a bunch of big chunk yardage, too, which you haven't been able to have a lot of in the first 2 games. The Michael Moten 60-yarder, the long pass to Ricky Johnson in the first quarter. And you had some big plays that really kind of got the momentum going for your offense.
Yeah, and we'd had similar looks in the previous weeks. We just missed.
Yeah.
So you can see how well when we're hitting those big plays that how well the offense goes, and give us a new set of downs to be able to take some more shots. And so proud of the guys. I thought we fixed execution and we're executing at a higher level.
Let's talk about your defense. They're our player of the game, by the way.
Oh
Your
man, they're
defense.
so awesome. That was so fun.
5 takeaways. You scored points after every takeaway, but even before the touchdowns they scored directly, you had 4 tackle for losses in the first quarter. Pretty much. I mean, your defensive line was getting after it.
Yeah, they changed the line of scrimmage and made it uncomfortable for that quarterback. The tip my hat to the rookie kid that came in at QB. He did a pretty good job running their offense. I'm sure he'll probably still stay out there. But we forced those turnovers and points after. That's complimentary football.
So when are you going to start on your onside kick recovery practice?
That was very interesting. We talked about it with JB as we're going even after the first one, and you don't see it normally with 4. Usually see because you can go 6 and 4, right? So usually you kick it to the 6-person side. Well, they kicked it to the 4-person side. There's a lot of grass out there. It's actually not a bad idea, not a bad thought. So if you got a guy missing, with 6 people, there's another guy that's really close to be able to get the ball. Well, if you miss with one guy, there's a lot of green grass, and that's what happened twice. So we'll get it fixed. We got the right guys out there. It just took a bad funny hop. That's onside, man.
Your onside kick that you tried to surprise them. You really wanted to go for the
yeah,
juggler
for sure. We were up 2 scores at the time. We were talking about it earlier in the game, maybe even starting off with it, but we saw something on film that they take off a little bit early, so we gave it a shot. I think Brooksby needed to kick it just a little bit harder, but I don't know what happened to that kid. I tried to talk to Coach Ball. We hit a kid pretty hard, and hopefully he's okay in the hospital right now, I think. But sounds like just maybe a concussion, but tough hit there.
And you guys were thin in the defensive backfield. First of all, Jordan Scott didn't play because of injury. Then Scooter Jackson went down holding his shoulder after a collision. And then Devin Perkins got disqualified, right?
Yeah.
And he's coming. He'll be able to come back because he sat out the second half, right?
Yes.
He'll be able to be back the next game.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys were thin. You guys had some guys come in and still didn't skip a beat until you brought in everybody else in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Well, that was a little frustrating, and we still got to work on our tackling and getting off the block. And all those guys are getting reps in practice. It's not like we're just throwing anybody in there, so they got to step up and they get their opportunity. But we were in a great. We're up 50-15. That's such a great feeling. Whatever you do, how many of our onside kicks? There's not enough time for them to win the game. So proud of our guys. They fought and they executed, and that's the 2 things that we wanted to focus on.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to remember offhand, and I'm going to miss somebody, but the guys who had to come in for the guys we just talked about not playing, number 22, and then 33.
Oh yeah,
Ponu.
Jackson.
Yeah, and then Ponu from Desert Hills High School, I think, the linebacker, 33.
Oh yeah, yep. So
they
they
played
did some really
big minutes.
Yeah, they did. They did a really good job. Gabe Valenzuela came in at the corner on the opposite side. We're starting TJ Thomas, true freshman on the other side too. So we try to get at some good stuff where they weren't locked up. But we play man coverage. That's what we do. So there were some opportunities. They took some shots, and our guys made some plays. It was fun.
Confidence level now. You did a lot of good things.
Yeah.
And can you go on the checklist? Say, okay, we wanted to do this. We did it. We wanted to do this. We did it. We want to do this. Oh, we got to do better.
Well, I think the thing is like when you start getting confidence and playing better, you're not like, so last game what happened to NAU happened to us. So you start making that, you got to stop the bleeding at some point. Yeah. And our guys played really aggressive and we're having fun. And when we're playing complimentary football, like everyone on the sideline was just having a great time. That's what it should be. It's not like scared to make a play or not make a play, and I think we did a good job that way.
All right, well, hopefully your DBs and some others that got banged up, that they'll be ready to go for next week. Missouri State, Springfield, Missouri. You ever been there?
I've never been there.
So, well.
Let's go to Missouri.
All right, so
All
that's
right.
a 1 o'clock kickoff. 12 noon will be our pregame show right here on Trailblazer Sports Network. Great job, Coach.
Go Trailblazers.
This was
It's
fun.
fun.
It's going to be a nice ride home, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fun. A little 5-hour bus ride will be good.
All right, thanks to our entire crew. Thank you. Again, 50-36, Utah Tech gets win number 1 of the season. We'll go for win number 2 next week in Springfield, Missouri. For Coach Peterson, I'm Rod Zundel, along with Steve Johnson, our SID. Say goodbye. We will see you next week. And remember, the Coaches Show with Paul Peterson, Tuesday night right here on Trailblazer Sports Vision. Once again, the final here in Flagstaff. It is 50-36. Utah Tech gets win number 1. We'll see you next week, everybody. Good night.